try to do this. There's pros and cons where people say it's kind of you're gonna have issues with I think you got to get a tune or something like that. That's what I heard. Somebody saying you got to get a tune because you got to have the fan turned on at a certain time, blah blah blah. But now to answer your question, me, I think it's 100% worth it if you got. All right, y'all. This is the bed cover, nice and smooth. Definitely still in good condition. Definitely like a huge difference with, since I replaced the swap out the fan, like my throttle feel a lot more like responsive. Like I said, I don't know, it makes sense. It could be from that, because if you think about it, that fan, the actual fan from these trucks that sit on the water pump pulley is about, I think it's about like at least like 5 pounds. It's not light. It's not something that's very light for you to pick up. It got a little bit of weight to it. So imagine that sitting, just for that sitting on your water pump pulley, and then your car every time you're driving with it, like you giving it gas, that also gotta, it gotta work a little bit more harder and stuff like that, and causing you to really not get like the good gas mileage, and also causing your car to lose a little bit of power and stuff. So if that makes sense. But now that it's not on there no more, she definitely runs a whole lot more, like, I don't know, it just feel more responsive. Like, it doesn't have like that slack that it had before. So now the fan just kicked on because the temperature was going up. See, I seen it was going up. Fan just turned on, and it's gonna go right back down. So right now it's gonna go right back down, which is kind of normal and stuff like that. I ain't tripping about it. But if you're gonna do this, that's what comes with it. And yep, you see it's going back down because the temperature is starting to go over the line. So now the fan kicked on, but definitely works. All right, y'all, this is the bed cover, nice and smooth. Definitely still in good condition. It's the name of it. Boys and girls, turns out I cannot get the truck bed. Sucks. But there's one thing I found out. I forgot to ask him that question, which is my fault, because I forgot to ask him before I started driving over what size bed he has, and does he have a quad cab or a crew cab. So it turns out he got a crew cab. I think it's a 2020 Ram 1500, like the newer Rams. They have like more space in the back, like leg room, than and then they have like less bed space pretty much. And my truck has less space in the back for people to sit, and then it has more bed space. So my bed was like, I think mine came up to like 6 foot. His was like somewhere around like 5, which is something I forgot, that these newer Ram has a shorter style bed because it has more space in the back. But it is what it is. I'm not, kind of a little bit disappointed because, man, that bed cover was real. Like, I'll show you guys, man, as you guys see, it's like, those are like at least like $1,200. I told myself, this is like, if I'm getting a bed cover for this truck, that's the only bed cover I'm gonna have. And future plans is to be able to get obviously get rid of the actual bed liner that's in the truck right now. I want to get rid of that plastic one and end up going with like the spray on, obviously, because it's just something just in when I start trying to take my truck to the track, just to be able to help with weight reduction, and also for the fact, not just that, but I just feel like it looks a lot better. I like the way it looked with the bedline, like spray on bedline, than like the plastic ones. I just feel like, even though it's OEM, I just feel like it just doesn't look right. But it is definitely, I definitely say it does protect my bed from scratches and all that stuff, but I don't really haul anything like that much with this truck. But what I want to talk about today, obviously, since I can't make a video about the bed cover, I want to talk about this is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about, so far, doing a V6E fan swap on this truck. Even though it's been a day and a half, 2 days, is it really worth it doing? Should you do it like to your truck? Now, this is something I want to put out there. Like, I heard multiple different stories. Before I even try to do this, there's pros and cons where people say it's kind of you're gonna have issues with I think you got to get a tune or something like that. That's what I heard. Somebody saying you got to get a tune because you got to have the fan turning on at a certain time, blah blah blah. But now, to answer your question, I think it's 100% worth it. If you got one of these trucks, as you guys seen, if you plan on modifying your truck, it's something that you definitely want to do, because give it a lot of space. Also help remove some strain from on your water pump pulley. As you guys seen, how much like those fan is like at least like 5 pounds, and they sit on the water pump pulley. Also going to free up some horsepower, not really much, but it's definitely going to make a huge difference. Now, doing is a very straightforward, easy step for you to do. Now, like, I will only say to do it if you plan on modifying your truck. But then, if you don't really care about, like, if you're that kind of guy who got a truck just to use as working, you don't really care too much about it, then obviously I wouldn't say do it. But me personally, I think it's 100% yes. I would do it again if I have another Ram. But so far everything been running good. Like, from what people were saying, I've seen guys where they said that if you just remove the fan and your truck's still gonna be, they've removed it, they just delete the fan and their truck is still like running at a cool temperature and stuff. They ain't had no overheating issues. But obviously you do got to put a fan there, because you definitely will have an overheating issue, especially if you plan on racing with your truck or doing whatever. But so far, everything I did, the truck runs fine. The fan come on at the right time. As you guys were seeing, I was sitting in the car, had it running, turned off my AC just to test it out. Right now, I think it's about 75 degrees outside, kind of windy. And the fan actually came on when it was starting to go up in temperature, which is something that I was looking forward to see, to try to find out if it was gonna go up or not. Because yesterday I was driving it with the AC on when it was like, I think at least like almost 90 degrees yesterday. It was pretty hot yesterday, so I had to turn on my AC and everything run fine. And for the fact too, it was sitting at the same exact temperature that it was before with all the other stuff. And then I definitely needed to get this upgrade because, like I showed you guys in my last video, I don't know who owned the truck before, but I definitely think that they must have tried to they probably took the fan off before and replaced it with a used one, and then they broke, because some of the pins on there that hold it in place was broken off. I didn't have the chance to take it off, and then the actual fan cover itself was broken. So I'm assuming somebody had to replace that one, the one that was on the truck before, and they ended up breaking the bottom piece cover, which wasn't a big deal because I don't need that anyway. It definitely made a huge difference. Now, if you doing this, what I've seen a lot of people did on YouTube was they end up doing the upgraded thermostat, which is mine. I have right here. I have mine right here. This I also got from Amazon. Got it from Amazon. I think I paid about, $70 or $80. I'm not too sure, but it's the Mishimito, whatever the name is, man. I forgot the name of it. Mishimito. I don't know how to say it, but this is it right here. You guys can see the parts number and stuff like that. But God, it's another one of them upgrade that a lot of people say if you're gonna do the EFAN swap, delete, whatever, you want to definitely go ahead and upgrade your thermostat, which is something I'm gonna do. Definitely gonna have. I want the truck to run a little bit more cooler, And then definitely in the future, I'm planning on doing like a upgraded radiator and stuff like that. Pretty much all of that gonna be coming in place. But now that we did the EFAN swap, this is something I've been planning to do for a long time. If you guys don't know, I've been having this. I had that in my storage for a long time, to where I was just waiting on a day to be able to do it. And yesterday was one of them days where it was just a perfect day to do it. Quick, little, easy process. I didn't have a hard time doing it. Like I said, whenever you plan on working on your car or doing something that's you gotta understand, you gotta have the right tools. Like, this is something I learned this the hard way a couple times, trying to bypass, do stuff the fast way. And it always turned out being a nightmare for me, trying to work on my car and then don't have all the proper tools. So you definitely gotta have all the proper tools. Definitely something that I'll tell you, it's very easy to do though. If you a hands-on kind of person, it's my first time doing it. Like, I always say this, like, if you a hands-on kind of person, yes, you could do it. But I'm be real with you guys. I've been doing a little fixing cars here and there with my personal car for a couple years, but I'm not gonna say I went to school for it. But I definitely feel like this is a little advice I want to give you guys. I definitely feel like if you got a car, something that most people don't, tend to tell you nowadays, or I just feel like if you a car guy in general, you gotta know your car. You gotta know how to fix your car. You can't really, it's not just about you fixing it, but also the fact that it's gonna save you a lot of money when you fix your car yourself than you trying to take it to somebody else. Like, it's gonna save you a lot of money, man. Like, and the more you work on your car, the more you understand how things is. You build that confidence on, okay, this is what I need to do now. I know what to do, this and that. Like, I'm not saying it's for everybody. It is something that I feel like you definitely gotta have love for doing it, for you to really be focused on trying to do it. Obviously you're gonna break stuff here and there, but that's just the process you gotta go through. But it's a little tip for you out there. If you, like me, you working on your car or you plan on doing it, you don't have that confidence, just go ahead, do it. First time, second time, third time, I guarantee you're gonna have like that knowledge to be able to do it, because save yourself money. Nowadays, price for everything going up, so you gotta be smart. And if you're a young guy like me, you gotta be smart, man. Move different, do things different. But overall, it's a 10 out of 10 for me. Doing a EFAN swap on my truck definitely was worth it. But that's gonna be it. Peace out.